So welcome along, and the first ride test of this, the AJS Desert Scrambler 71. Now, if you've already looked at the walk around video, we're going to do a quick overview in case you've missed that. Chrome covers to your dials, headlight guard. Now that is an LED light in the front of that with your ring around it. We'll fire it up in a minute and let you see. Short mud guard, your Kenda knobbly tyres, single disc, dual braking, and then to get in, very easy access to the tappets, spark plug, fuel trims, and you've got a heat wrapped exhaust with these stainless covers. Doesn't that just set the bike off? Great to get in here just to check your oil, rear brake, and then you've got a chrome cover to your rear master cylinder and a small disc brake to the rear. And believe me, off that little disc it does brake efficiently. And the Kenda rear knobbly, nice little grip to the rear for your passenger as well, and a nice high setup mud guard with that rear light just above, and your indicators just off to the side of the pillion seat. Nice vinyl stitch seat with the ribbing in it, and believe it or not, that is very comfy. Little toolbox on the near side of the bike, chain drive, two stands. You've got a side stand and a main stand on this. Little toolbox to the rear, gearbox down this side, but once again very easy to get into the engine to absolutely monitor everything. Now the tank on this, just check out that logo, and that pearl red really sets the bike off. So sitting on the bike, miles, speedo, telltales, that is all you need, the bare basics. You don't need no time or all the other little bits and pieces, and a good old set of analog clocks. I love analog, not all the fad of the digital. Going back to basics, good old analog clocks never fail. Little round mirrors, but looking at that mirror behind you can see I still get a good view of the road, and if you set it up you'll get your whole shoulder out of the way of those mirrors, and the same on this one there. So I've got a good view of that car behind me, so perfect for seeing the traffic behind. On your controls, kill button to the top, your lights, start button, and then on your left hand controls, the basics again, horn, indicators, main beam, dip beam, and your pass light just to the rear of the left hand grip. So let's get this out, let's have a ride. Let's hook the side stand up, start the bike up, and believe me, it's got a good sound to it. So let's do a ride review and see what this is like, and believe it or not, we are going to do a high-speed run. We have been authorized by AJS to take it up to see what it will do. Now, following off the back of another video, not done by myself, someone said that top speed on this was 50 miles an hour. We are going to find out how wrong they were. So coming down through the box, and believe it or not, that back brake with the controlled braking, or the combined braking, does stop the bike perfectly. Now obviously the front brake, lovely spongy suspension. Now that is set, I would say, around about the mid, soft to mid, which is just where you want your suspension to be. But from the seating placement and the height of those handlebars, it is very comfortable. 32-inch leg, I'm flat-footed, but when I've got my feet up, I'm around about the top of the tank, so it's a good height for the larger rider. And if you're a smaller rider, I can stand up clean dead on this. Right, let's get out into traffic. 1, 2, 3, 4, building the speed up slowly. 5. Now I've been told it's a 5-speed box on this, and it is. Just try to change up again. And obviously I've got a big headwind onto me, and I'm running out of room on the road, but we are going to be going down the dual carriageway, and I'm already just over 50 before I have to back off, and I've still got half of my throttle still to go. So let's bring it in on the front brake, drop it down, and it stops lovely on that front brake. So just the amount of front brake you need. Now with these knobbly tyres, you do feel very connected to the road, which is a great thing. And very easy to look down to see these telltales, or you can look down to see the indicator. But the brat from that exhaust is very, very good. So even on the flat, now I'm taking it nice and steady. We're going to get it on the dual carriageway in a second, and I've still got plenty of throttle down on the right hand side, just to wind it up and give it a little bit more. So once we get out on the dual carriageway, and I'm taking my time here, look, I've still got loads over there, knowing that the roundabout's coming up. You don't want to be going full bore into a roundabout on a fresh set of tyres and on a brand new bike. So bringing it down, let's get it on the dual carriageway, wind the power up and see what it will really do. Now obviously speed is affected when you are climbing a hill, weight of the rider, road conditions, and obviously if it's windy. Now I've got about, I would say about a 10 to 15 mile an hour headwind. But let's take it up and see what it will really do. Now I'm already at 50. Now AJS have said just take it nice and slow, let it build itself up, and it will show you what this bike will do. Is it going to beat 50? It's already done it. 55, 57. Now obviously I'm 12.5 stone. Massive headwind blowing in, you can see the trees moving. I'd say around about 55 to 58, they were wrong. Now obviously with the wind behind me going in the other direction, I'm estimating, here we go, we're still climbing. And we're getting near to the magic 60. And on the spec it does say that this will do around about 60 mile an hour. So unfortunately, they were wrong. And it takes RB to get it right. We're going to do one more run. So we've just gone into the headwind. We are going to build the speed up slowly, as AJS told me, don't rag it straight up there. Build it up slowly and then bring it down slowly. So I am allowed to do this twice and no more. But the Desert Scrambler rides absolutely lovely. The seating position is great, the rideability is great, it is comfortable, it is beautiful. Would I buy one of these? With this paint scheme, hell yes. This is a gorgeous little bike to ride, and let's just come in hard on that front brake. Yes, that stops really efficiently. Right, let's let this car clear out of the way. Now, if you happen to be commuting on one of these, or it's going to be your weekend buzz about, even for a little bit of green laning, oh yes, I would love to take this green laning, but it's a brand new bike. Right, we're off again. Building the speed up slowly and the revs up slowly, up through the box into 5th. 58, 60, and we're coming out the other side of 60 now, and I'm closing on the cars. 62. There we go, and it's holding a perfect 60. Right, time to back the speed off, because this is a brand new bike. Sit it at 50. But the AJS Desert Scrambler will do 60 mile an hour. So there we go, that's your ride review. What a glorious bike this is, and it is absolutely lovely. Right, ride test mileage, we're on a brand new engine. I always run my new bikes between 40 and 45 mile an hour, which is what I am now going to do to ease the engine in gently, and which is what you should be doing on all new 125s. 40 to 45 for the first 500 miles. but obviously thanks to AJS that said yes, it's not going to affect the motorcycle if you do a quick high-speed run. And that brap of that, love it, absolutely love it. AJS, you have released yet another fantastic retro looking bike. I am very impressed, and it meets the RB thumb of approval, and I'm sure everybody watching this will leave their comments down the bottom for them to see. So thank you AJS. That is the Desert Scrambler. It is available from your AJS dealership. Do not believe what other people have done until you have actually ridden one yourself and left a fair and honest opinion. And as I say, my opinions, I never pull any punches on my opinions. Have I found a fault with it yet? The only thing I would say is with that tiny little disc on the back, a little bit more braking. But then if you are a motorcycle rider, you'll know the front brake is where most of your brake effort is going to be. So until the next time guys, we are out riding. Leave your comments down below, but be well, ride safe, and from myself it's a big goodbye from me.